Hi folks, welcome to another open source options tutorial. It's been a while since I posted a video. Things have been super busy lately with family and school and work. I've got a lot on my plate right now, and so this YouTube channel has taken a little bit of a hit. But today I'm going to show you how you can export contour lines from QGIS in a format that you can open them in a graphics editor like Adobe Illustrator or Inkscape. All right, and so I'm not going to go through the process of creating the contours. I have a previous video on that, and I'll link that in the cards if you want to see how to create those contours. So I have the contours created here. And now what I'm going to do is I want to export this as an SVG format, which is a vector format, but not like a geographic vector format. It's like an editable graphics format. So I'm going to go to Project, and I'm going to make a new print layout, and we'll just call it SVG. And that'll bring up the layout to export a map. Okay, and so I'm going to create a new map on this layout, which I'll do right here with this Add Map button. And then we'll just drag over the area, and we'll create a map that goes in that box there. And so this will render the map. I can adjust the scale over here. I'm going to actually zoom in on this a little, so I'm going to make it like 20,000. Hit enter. That's going to zoom in. Okay, so now you can see I've kind of got this little canyon here and those contours for it. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to export this as an SVG. And the way I do that is this button right here that says export as SVG. So I'm going to click on that. And just notice it says there are several problems due to bugs and deficiencies in the underlying library. And this is kind of with the bounding box and things. So you can also do this as a PDF, but we want to do it as an SVG so we can edit these in like a graphics editor. Just click close, it's okay. This will usually work still. And so now I'm going to save this to my C drive, to my temp folder. We'll just save it here. We'll just call it, we'll call it contours. And I'm going to click save. Okay. I don't need to do that. I don't want to export them as groups. Okay, we do want to simplify the geometries. And I do the text as paths, that's the recommended way. So if you like labeled these contours and exported the text, do this and it'll still work. You can crop this to content so that it only crops to the area of the box. We'll go ahead and do that this time. So now I'm going to click save. Okay, and we're saved here. I just want to tell you while this is saving that I have a course, an online course that kind of goes through how to do this and pretty it up. Not with contour lines, but with some other vector layers, with some streams. So if you want to see that, check out opensourceoptions.com. And there's a cartography course using QGIS and Inkscape to make professional maps. I believe it costs $15. If you haven't signed up on our website for the mailing list, if you sign up on the website, you'll get $5 off any course. Just to give you that spiel there. Okay, so this successfully saved. Now I'm going to use Inkscape. I know the title of this video is probably going to say Adobe Illustrator because that's the most well-known graphics editor, but this is an open source channel, so we're using Inkscape because it's open source. Adobe Illustrator you'll probably get better results, but you can do this in Inkscape, and I have done it in Inkscape. So now let's go ahead and do File. Let's import. And I need to go to my C drive and temp. And here's my contours.svg. Let's go ahead and open that up. Okay, and there it is. So you can see I have my SVG there. I can move it around. Now I'm going to show you some things with this just real quick. So I'm going to go to Object, open up Objects. Okay, and I have this big group which contains all this stuff in here. When I open this up, you can see there's a bunch of these that don't have any plus signs next to them. Those don't have any information, so you can just go ahead and delete all of those. And it's going to take a minute. There's a lot of information there, even though there's not any information in it, so I'm going to delete those. And all the information is going to be contained in these groups with the plus signs next to them. And there's going to be groups that have contour lines in them. There's going to be groups that have that border and things like that. So if I click on this one, you can see it selects something there, it selects something there. They just select different areas. So open this one up. You can see it has a bunch of paths. And it's got paths that cover different areas. And so you can see how that works. Okay, so those are where your vector layer data are. And you can change, like if I go in and I can change the fill and stroke. So if I look at my stroke paint, if I like change this to a really red color, you can see that it changed to that color there. It's being a little slow. You can see that I'm changing the colors. If I shift click down here, I can change my stroke color as well. So I can change this to green by shift click. And you can see it changed everything there to green. If I select this one, I'm not sure which one this is. If this contours or not, but we'll do shift click stroke. Nothing changed. This one contains the contours, which means you can probably delete these ones. They probably contain outlines. Oh, there you go. If I click off of it, you can see that just has a square outline in it. So we can delete that one. This one is probably similar. Delete that. And this one, I'm guessing, is the background. Delete that. Okay, so now you can see that the background's gone. And just something to know, you might get these edges going on around here where it doesn't, the borders don't totally work out. But that's how you can get your contours into a graphics editor. You can do it the exact same way to get into Adobe Illustrator. It will also load SVG files. Just note that if you do this for a large area, your SVG files can be quite large, and it can be very slow and difficult to work with them, especially in Inkscape. But there you go. That's something that's not quite so GIS oriented, but a little more cartography oriented this time. Also check out that course if you're interested in some more cartography. And check out the video that I linked previously if you're interested in how to create the contours. Thanks for watching, everyone.